Bergerac is a play set in the 1640s in France, in the same era as The Three Musketeers. It's one of my very favorite plays because it vibrantly showcases such noble challenges as standing for independence, free expression, and honor. In situations where security, wealth, and acclaim are temptations to leave the honorable path. As well, there's long-held, unrequited love. These are the torturous conflicts that elevate humanity above the animals. And that's why I love it. Cyrano is a poet, swordsman, playwright, musician, and nobleman soldier. He is unattractive, cursed with an enormously large nose that makes him insecure in love and perhaps fuels his strident independence, which we get to hear in these scenes. In brief, Cyrano, believing that his love interest, Roxanne, is interested in him, took on 100 goons who were sent to ambush a poet friend of his last night, and he set them to rout. Then, he found out that Roxanne is actually interested in another fellow. In this piece, besides several fellow soldiers, there are two other main characters. First, Count de Guiche, a fancy, effete nobleman who has come with an offer of patronage, which would open the door to a life of protection and status for Cyrano. Second is Lebret, Cyrano's fellow soldier and closest confidant. Lebret sees the potential of de Guiche's offer, and once Cyrano rejects it, Lebret suggests maybe life would be a little easier for Cyrano if he were willing to play the game. A poet. It's the latest fashion. Would you like to be my personal poet? No, sir. I am no man's poet. Your exploits last night pleased my uncle, Cardinal Richelieu. I'll gladly say a word for you on, a word to him for you. My God. I believe you've written a play. Your play, Agrippina, will finally be performed. Take it to him. Well, why? He is a skilled critic. Will only correct a line here and there. Impossible! My blood freezes just to imagine a single comma being removed. But when he likes a piece of writing, he pays extremely well, my good friend. He cannot pay as well as I do. For when a verse I've written pleases me, I pay the writer the ultimate reward. I sing it to myself. You are proud. Really, you've noticed. And here, a young cadet comes in with a stack of feathered hats skewered on his sword. Look, Cyrano! See the brightly feathered game we found out in the street this morning. The hats of your vanquished foes, spitted upon my sword. The spoils of war. Whoever hired those cowards must be cursing and swearing today. I wonder who it was. It was I. Cyrano, what should we do with these? They're all greasy. Maybe we should make a stew. Please, sir, be good enough to return these to your friends. Bring me my chair at once. I'm leaving. As to you, sir, have you read Don Quixote? I have. And I take my hat off to that mad knight. I advise you to study the windmill chapter, chapter 13. For when one attacks windmills, it may happen that... Are you saying that I attack those who change with every shift of the breeze? That the arms of the windmill may catch you and sweep you down to the mud? Or upward to the stars? Come. Bye-bye. Gentlemen, bye-bye. What a fine mess. Oh, now you're going to groan at me. You spoil every opportunity you have to get ahead. If you'd set aside your musketeer's pride, then you'd find fame and glory. And what would you have me do? Seek for the patron of some great man? Like a creeping vine on a tall tree, crawl upward where I cannot stand on my own? No, thank you. Dedicate, as others do, poems to pawnbrokers? Make myself a buffoon in the vile hope of teasing out a smile on some cold face? No, thank you. Eat a toad for breakfast every morning? Make my knees callous and cultivate a supple spine? Wear out my belly groveling in the dust? No, thank you. Scratch the back of any swine that roots up gold for me? Tickle the horns of a demon of riches with my left hand, while my right, too proud to know his partner's business, takes in the fee? No, thank you. Use the fire that God gave me to burn incense all day long? No, thank you. Shall I go leaping into ladies' laps and licking their fingers, or navigate with sweet choral music for sails, blown gently windward by old ladies' sighs? No, thank you. Bribe kindly editors to spread abroad my verses? No, thank you. Be the patron saint of a small group of literary souls who dine together every Tuesday? No, thank you. Shall I labor night and day to build a reputation on one song and never write another? Palpitate over little paragraphs and struggle to insinuate my name into the columns of the Gazette? No, I thank you. Calculate, scheme, be afraid, love more to make a visit than a poem. Seek introductions, favors, influences. No, thank you. No, I thank you. And again, I thank you. No. But to sing, to laugh, to dream, to walk in my own way and be alone, free, with a watchful eye, to see things as they are. A powerful voice that means manhood, to cock my hat where I choose, at a word, a yes, a no, to fight, or to write, to travel any road under the sun, the stars, nor care if fame or fortune are beyond the bourne. Never to make a line that I have not heard in my own heart. Yet, with all modesty to say, my soul, be satisfied with flowers, with fruit, with weeds even, but gather them in the one garden you may call your own. So, when I win some triumph by some chance, render no share unto Caesar. In a word, I am too proud to be a parasite. And if Providence wants this germ that grows, towering to heaven like the mountain pine, or like the oak, sheltering multitudes, I stand, not high it may be, but I stand alone. Alone, yes, but why stand against the world? What devil has possessed you now to go everywhere, making yourself enemies? Watching other people making friends everywhere, as a dog makes friends. I mark the manner of these canine courtesies, and I think my friends are of a cleaner kind. Here comes, thank God, another enemy. But it is madness. Method, let us say. It's my pleasure to displease. I love hatred. I imagine how it feels to face the volley of 1,000 angry eyes, the bile of envy and the froth of fear spattering little drops about me. You, good nature all around you, soft and warm. You're like those Italians, in great cowls, comfortable and loose. Your shoulders sag, your chin sinks down. But I, the Spanish ruff I wear around my throat, is like a ring of enemies, hard, proud, every point another pride, another thorn, so that I hold myself upright perforce, wearing the hatred of the common herd, haughtily, the harsh collar of old Spain, at once a fetter and the halo. Speak loudly of your pride and bitterness, my old friend, but softly say that